heat!
Eternal silence awaits you. Abandon your flesh. The burning legion embraces you. Staff of strength.
I'm overheating here.
Feeling hot under the collar?
Door open. The time of your death is at hand. No glory in this death.
Potent heat. hot under the collar. Is its own deliverance!
Feeling hot under the collar. I have a fleet of foot. I am invincible. I cannot endure this fiery agony. Shall we crush you like an ant?
Someone leave an oven door open?
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows.
Kiss yourself! Hides will burn you! Bitter gale.
It's heating up. Ramming speed!
I could do with a cold drink. This is the end for you! I could use you with power.
Battering ram! Your grave opens to welcome you! Warm as dragon's breath!
I could do with a cold drink.
Well, 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 what have we here? A wee wanderer wandering after a wonderful wishing well? I'm Walter Wellington McWishingwell. Well met. Won't you call me Wally, though? It was that my brother William, why he was a winsome well, would hand out wishes with me. But he's since been whisked off to somewhere wild and wintry, and poor Wally's been left to whinge and wax, all by his onesie. Oh, my poor wayward William. He was snatched away by the wicked Winter King and whisked into a wild world of whirling snow. I wonder, would you be willing to take a whack at bringing Willie back? I would weep wishes for weeks if I could see him again. I can teleport you to the Winterland right now. Well, you know where to find me when you wish to go. I wish you well.
To the skin!
Aha! I have company, I see. And it's such a delightfully opportune moment, too. I'm just about to conduct a small experiment, and if you have an interest in magic and science, you'll oblige me by taking part in it, will you not? I've laced this area with more than a few pernicious little friends who are simply bursting with the anticipation of supper. But they simply abhor uncooked meat, so you may find they'll want to char you before ripping out your throats. Now, your job is to put up a mite of resistance against your inevitable death. Sounds good, yes? Right then. On your mark, get set, go.
awaits you.
to dribble on.
Maybe now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your underthings.
Too slowly to sustain me. I must douse these flames!
Cheery spot we've found in this graveyard, as rife with the signs of necromancy as corpses are with worms. Though perhaps necramatacy is a more fitting, if rather contrived word for what we've witnessed here. To the grave they are drawn, and into the grave they creep, the maggot musterers that plague Sicil with their petty witchcraft. None of them grasp that necromancy, true necromancy, is the pursuit of life everlasting. That its end goal is to play chess with death and topple his king. Necromancy as we know it is an art practiced by base-born dilettantes. That is the real tragedy we are confronted with. Ah, how sadly predictable it is to ascertain that the swords of ignorance have cut out your dull little eyes like they have in so very many. You are blind to the ambition, however pure and true, that drove the patriarchs of necromancy, simply because its purity has been veiled of late in the common horrors of the coffin. And yet you do not disappoint me, source chaser. For I never expected to find much lucidity of mind within the confines of a mere huntsman's skull.
I'm almost certain I saw Ebenezer's old cat in the King Crab Inn, but that's impossible, isn't it?
Into it, isn't it?
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own
Go on, Ed.
judges.
Speak your piece.
This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for.
Strange.
The sights,
Strange
the
indeed.
sounds, the chaos. Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion? By a panel of stony-faced gods. In Rivellon, we are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest
Speak your
blessing we
piece.
can hope for.
Speak your piece.
The chaos! Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion?
There's something to it, isn't there?
Come to listen to Ebenezer expound upon the virtues of fine wine and free love? They don't elucidate, but they certainly do entertain. I am but a restless ghost, longing for eternal ease. A virtuous life I led, and I long to go to the Hall of Echoes.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest blessing we can hope for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos! Ah, who'd
For
give
some
all
reason,
this
he insists he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes, to the afterlife. He claims we weren't cursed, but blessed to roam Rivellon forever. Most of us feel sorry for the poor fellow. Where the dead go to live a proper afterlife. A much more welcoming environ than this dingy cemetery, I'm sure.
sounds, the
There's
chaos!
something to it, isn't there?
Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion? A mortal! Aha, well, surely I don't have to tell you how much better a life or death here in Rivellon is compared to a dreadful eternity in the Hall of Echoes.
Strange indeed.
Beats me. We're hardly the only Sicilians lost at sea. But there's some strange magic afoot of late. The dead can't seem to stay that way. We were all aboard a ship, headed from Arata to fair Sicile. But upon our return, the lighthouse failed to shine its light. We were lost upon the rocks and flung far and wide upon the tempestuous waves. The name's Ebenezer. Pleased to make your acquaintance. You've probably been meeting some sad souls around here, but I sure as hell ain't one of them.
To it, isn't there?
In life, my interests were soft leathers, southern vintages, sun-ripened afternoons, and ample-fleshed companions. Each sense was a source of new and familiar pleasures, and I luxuriated in them all. As a ghost, I admit that many of those pleasures evade me, but Rivellon still smacks of life more than the Hall of Echoes could. Though half the fun of fun is sharing your exploits with an eager ear, you know? Oh, what I'd give to find my little buddy again. The best listener I ever had the pleasure of regaling. The ship that sunk and turned us all into phantoms, she was home to a sweet old tomcat, Oscar by name, who'd curl up cozy as can be on my pillow. We shared many stormy nights while I scratched his little chin and whispered stories of my youthful exploits. But I reckon cats don't stay on as ghosts after they pass, 'cause the little furball is nowhere to be seen. That, or the lucky bastard managed to survive the wreck. He was a scrappy old fellow after all. The final resting place for those deemed worthy of paradise. Paradise after life? Ha! Look around. Paradise is opening your eyes. Or in my case, gazing through the ectoplasm and seeing the wide, wild world around you. Can you imagine anything worse than being stuffed up into oblivion with the rest of the dead? Ah, give me tragedy, chaos, beauty, and delight. My companions would do well to stop pining and start enjoying, no? Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest blessing we could hope for.
Strange indeed.
The sight,
Strange.
the sounds, the
Strange
chaos.
indeed.
Oh, who'd give all this up for oblivion?
What a character that Ebenezer is. Preaches more passionately than a priest. Only he speaks against the heavens rather than for them. Quite curious, but I've grown fond of him and his eccentricities.
The sights, the sounds, the
I'm but
chaos.
a drowned sailor, like there have been so very, very many. For some reason, he insists he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes, to the afterlife. He claims we weren't cursed, but blessed to roam Rivellon forever. Most of us feel sorry for the poor fellow. Yes, the realm of the dead. If not for this curse, we'd have been there for more than a decade by now.
Come to listen to Ebenezer expound upon the virtues of fine wine and free love. They don't elucidate, but they certainly do entertain.
The sights,
Strange.
the sounds, the
Strange
chaos.
indeed.
Oh, who'd give all this
Oh,
up?
if only I could sail the sea again. The sea and the thrill of life. For some reason, he insists he doesn't want to go to the hall. When we arrive, it'll be to the open arms of all our deceased friends and family. Can't think of a grander event myself.
The chaos.
Go on then,
Oh,
Ed.
who'd
Speak
give
your
all
piece.
this up for oblivion?
Go on then, Ed. Speak your piece.
Who wants to be judged by a panel
My
of...
mother would scold me well and good for standing here and listening to all Ebenezer deriding the gods, but what else is a ghost to do all day? He's one of us, after all.
The sounds, the chaos. Oh, who'd give
I
all
am but a restless ghost, longing for eternal ease. A virtuous life I led, and I long to go to the Hall of Echoes. For some reason, he insists he doesn't want to go to the Hall of Echoes. When we arrive, it'll be to the open arms of all...
blessing we can hope for?
Stave of combat! Spirits of Rivellon weave shelter.
dripping.
Unending darkness.
As you try to enter the church, the statues that flank its heavy oaken doors address you.
Hold your horses, stranger. This holy hall may be entered by those who are loyal to the goddess only. And even eyes of stone can see you are no such creature. Ha! Who are those loyal to the goddess, it asks. They are those who have seen the powers of blood, ignorant one. They partake in the knowledge of old. Blood is life. Blood undoes death. Such is the wisdom you cannot even conceive. It is a wish we cannot grant, unless you prove you have knowledge of the goddess. Answer us therefore the following question. How is she known among the loyal? The exalted one, she who speaks for the goddess. Before such piety, we cannot remain as stern as the stone we are shaped from. Go! You may enter the church. The loyals are lucky to count you among their number.